I'm more on the internet now than ever, but back then there really was no internet. I got charged at 17 in 1990. I got acquitted December 28, 1992. Telling my age just a little bit. However, understand, I know everything from the jury selection to the going over the motions to actually get into the case. How they put on their case, the prosecution, the defense put on their case, the prosecution getting a chance to rebuttal the defense's case, the closing arguments, and actually the jury deliberating for a verdict. And in my case, the jury came back rather fast. And my lawyer sat me down and said that's either a really bad thing, he told me that first, or a really good thing. And going into that courtroom, not knowing which way my life was going to go, they did come back unanimously on a non-guilty verdict. However, it's a shame what they did to this young boy, because nothing speaks premeditation, nothing speaks calculation. People talk about, oh, he had a knife, he shouldn't have had a knife. Fuck all that. Excuse my English on a Sunday.
Oh, you're fine.
He didn't go under that tent with the intent, I'm about to go in here and shank me somebody, or I'm about to go out here and off somebody. He didn't go in. That's the intent for murder one. Now, if people want to argue manslaughter, the evidence is saying it was if anything, negligent homicide, but I still say it was self-defense. I say, but who am I? Like I said, I wasn't boots on the ground. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I wasn't around. But just from what I'm hearing and just understanding psychology of man or whatever, and how, that's one brother who sat down there, 4 to 5 individuals approached him or with the guy that actually ended up putting hands on him physically, or whatever the case may be.
Look, screw me.
We from outside. I'm gonna get you up off me by any means necessary.
Right.
It ain't no. Y'all keep talking about where he should have just fought him. Yeah, maybe true. However, you don't know what you're gonna do or how you're gonna react until you're in that situation. Period. And for all these people to condemn him.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Damn.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Oh, good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special team set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of the football team.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. 38-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to do it himself. Past the 20.
Get on the
He's going to have a Ravens first down. And what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That man. Their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, Henry. And Henry fighting for a marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
You're a bull right now, man.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Start the drive here with Pacheco. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid.
That'll leave him with 32 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. First and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's out here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nifty juke there.
I'm out here, big hit, bro. Come on, hit stick, that be still bouncing off television. That's crazy.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 10 more there and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Paperback that y'all know he is not the only 17 about them. Yeah, we know that.
Mahomes now to throw. This goes to the former Raider, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going to be caught by Rice. And he's got
Big hit him, bro. Come on.
Before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll take that 10, folks. I'll take that, famo. Appreciate that, fine.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I see some single coverage.
Play action. Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. The defense has it covered. It's
Put that shit out firm deep enough.
now he's loose at the 40.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game.
Put that shit out there deep enough for him, bro. Come on.
Hoping to get one more score.
That shit
Easy
crazy.
to second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look,
That
that's
bitch out
on
there deep
me.
enough
I
for him.
wanted to
Still.
press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Give me that back.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That shit was fine.
Thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Yes, sir.
Ball tries to force it on, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Initially stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Jackson throwing once more. They'll try and do this himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question to you, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line. Look, Phil had me over there on the first flight to answer.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drop it right down the field coming out of the half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I want him to be able to.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, come on,
He's
bro.
going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll take that.
It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard
Henry.
line. Jackson
Need you, my boy.
Now 1st and 10.
Need you, my boy.
They'll start with a give to Henry.
Oh, Henry, good shit.
Just right upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Looking to throw. Jackson going to keep it. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff, Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd down and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Well, no, you lying.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play fake. Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yes, sir.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice.
I knew he got that Misty Me Chew, because I can chew that clock now on your ass. Misty Me Chewy, goddamn. Mr. Me Chewy. Yes, sir, Mr. Me Chewy. Mr. Me Chewy.
You.
What's that?
Let's play.
I got you after this game, my boy.
Let's play.
I'm trying to run my record up real quick. I got you. Let me play this last game right here, and I got you after this. I'm trying to run my record up some more.
Of course not. And that's what I'm telling you. You got
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers. Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he can only manage to get a couple. The 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
2nd and 7. 60 red. 60 red.
Young to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete.
Bro.
Try to dial up the out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Set hut, light blue. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Black shot, down. 50, green jack. Ready.
4th down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO.
Get it back.
Keep it. Got a man. It's caught. For Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins.
He's Randy out there.
And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Mr. Take it to the house, goddamn.
There he goes,
Mr. Take it to the house, goddamn.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mr. I'm going to take it to the
Special
crease.
teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam
Mr.
there.
Take this to the crease.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Gotta stop now.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Get that motherfucker. Stop running. Stop running. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it.
From the 32 now. Here's
Not gonna do that today.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
Let's pop up. All these points at the meeting. No, sir.
Go Dowdle. 32 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So,
Yes, dude. Oh, you gonna quit this fast? You gonna quit that fast? Motherfuckers quitting that fast on the sticks? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. On my mama.
Yeah. I'm not telling you to switch who you are because don't be one of them folks where this is what I don't like when clear people call your phone. It's like we switch our whole. You call how you doing, sir? No, ma'am. But then when one of us calls, it's like, hey, what's going on? But this say we're in the same field.
The W's, goddamn.
Be that same person. That's just like, yeah. That's just like, I'm
know what you're talking about. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We got the change no more.
And sometimes when battles break things down.
64,000 people online. Goddamn.
Now, I done took some things the wrong way on how certain people say it. And I'm telling you I have. But once I sit back and look and understand, like, damn.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. He's taking
him from the belly of the
very
gun.
productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
Mean shit.
12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch, a better call. The receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball. We just saw physicality.
Look at the ball in your fucking hands.
Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
Into a ton of
Every time you nigga get hit like that, you throw the ball, it's gonna get picked.
How quickly things
Never
can change.
fails.
Huh?
Every
From
time.
kickoff to now, already looking at
Every
an
time motherfucker
entirely
hit,
different picture.
you back,
They get
it's
the
gonna be a
interception,
pick.
and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
28-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. Connects up the crosser. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Smoking on that purple.
Ready, set.
They're going down on the run.
Damn, bro.
The first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On target to his back when we go down. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. We started a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a
Let me sit on that shit.
Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence. An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. From the pistol, it's Young. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a really small pile on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely to be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Young. Escapes the pocket.
Just let me out of bounds, bro. Come on. God damn.
Pushes him back, 3rd down. Coming up. Well, there in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. And this one is launched downfield. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
And they'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Oh, my God.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Gets it to the 15. And he's all the way home.
Nigga, undercut me, but I can undercut that.
The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, my God.
Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Inside, give to Downer. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. Ground again with Downer. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Young. Damn. But a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Young working from the gun. Forced out to his right. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And that one's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
Ready.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down. Here's Young. Chased out to his right. And the call himself. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield on their own side. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Flushed out of the pocket. Big yards on the right side. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On second and 10, Young. Complete out to the right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. We need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout.
Let's go now. No, 32.
Now air it out on third.
This is
Defender runs the flat as the ball draws, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through, and they'll get him back to 11.
Hey, facing the deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Dak out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And we'll have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
That's what I want to do.
Not
the end of this video.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Let's get it.
Go ahead.
Turpin with a return. Turpin's team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
My dad said,
Going Williams on the counter.
Oh, I be smacking
Take him
shit.
down, but not before he gets this one through one. He picks up
Like you dirty
15
songs out
on
there.
the
Bo
play.
Jackson, sorry ass nigga. No, he ain't even cut it like that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Who's black?
Going to the ground again on first. Second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back
Look
to
at
the
your
line.
ass
This
up.
play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Into the hands of Pickens.
Come on, bro.
He's taken down.
Come on,
not
bro.
before he has this all the way to the opposing
That nigga
40.
just got good this year. You got this nigga standing like he T.O. out there, bro. Come on, bro.
That'll be good for Dallas. First down.
Like he Chad Johnson, bro. Come
And
on,
those are the
bro.
completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the
That
40-yard
nigga
line.
throwing the ball.
now.
I'm
This is
throwing the ball. That
first and
nigga
10.
smacking my shit.
First down, here's Dak. Completes it again to Pickens. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Draw play, this is Williams. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
On second down, run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Third and long. They're going to throw.
Oh my God. Come on, bro. That's him fucking pig.
He's falling down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open
Damn, that
field
shit been
short
fucking
like
pig.
that, I promise you, some money will follow.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in.
Come on, bro.
It's down to the 11 before
Come
they
on,
mark
fam.
down.
That's some bullshit.
Moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's been a fucking pig, bro.
Straight ahead with Williams.
Niggas out here holding me on this
Trying
bitch.
to work. He has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter.
Damn, that was some bullshit.
The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe that shit, bro.
Prescott here from the gun. Has it down close. That play is brought to
Still
the
ain't
Hawks.
getting
They're going to
bitch
save
clean, bro.
at
That
the
shit
5-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Prescott had a throw on 3rd down. And that one's unsuccessful. Looking for his wide receiver
Come on,
there.
man.
And
They
4th and
ignoring me,
4
bro.
coming up.
I had to fucking run. Where's my fucking game?
Clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was still
Shit.
manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, Prescott to throw. He's got it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover
Oh,
on
Snoop
down
took
near
that
the
field
end
goal.
zone.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Young throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Getting out to his left. Tight end wheels in a shallow throw. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. Go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
Here's Young again. Buys time, rolling right. And he let his man just
Oh,
too
so,
much there.
bro.
That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. On the move, headed right. He has the 1st over the middle. This does not get it. Looking
First
short
down,
field,
bro.
but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice moves to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Well, is caught by the back. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Nothing going on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys up by 11. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
Give to Williams from the gun. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Cut.
He's down straight up the middle. And he gets a few on the post forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot.
That's the ass, bro.
Donovan Wilson picks it up.
Yeah.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Pickens with a catch out right. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, and you also got to make sure those defenders are.
Now you're going to get to the fucking game. Hey, you want to get some shit at the end of the game.
After returning it inside the red zone. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
From the pistol, it's Young. We had it for a long, but a great defensive play. Giant moves, incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now Young. He's got it in close. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Young escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for the QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, one day you could be a blacksmith.
No one loves me so much.
You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Showing a little burst so far.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He has the Cowboys first down, Brock, and that should clinch this win for him. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game. It's already decided. First down, and they go right back to him. He's forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments in today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, quiet the crowd, but you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.
Okay, y'all go sub to him as well. Also, like I got no what you got. Madden link is in the chat. You ain't got the